All right, guys, we're going to do notes a little bit differently, see how it goes, and I'll get your feedback after a while. I think this might be easier for some of y'all. All right, go ahead and press pause on the video and then copy your notes. This is going to be in your composition notebook, so just go ahead and copy it. So press pause, and then I'll go over it. So press pause now. Okay, should have copied it down, so let's go over it. Okay, we're doing variables and expressions, okay? So variables are the letters that represent an unknown number. So when we don't know the number that goes there, we're just gonna go ahead and put a letter. Now your letters have to be lowercase, so don't put uppercase letters, okay? So like a lowercase a lowercase b. We like to use the lowercase x's and y's, okay? We just like those, and n, we like to use n a lot as well. When you see the word evaluate, you should have seen it by now. That just means to solve the problem. So go ahead and just solve the problem, okay? So just work it out. That's what evaluate means, okay? Expression is the problem with no equal sign. So when you see no equal sign, it's just an expression, okay? It's not an equation. It's just an expression because there's no equal sign. So look at the first example. I want you to evaluate or solve n plus 2 if n equals 7. So this is telling you right here the value of n. N is equal to 7. So wherever you see the letter n, you're going to replace it with a 7, okay? So I'm going to replace n with 7 and then bring everything else down. And so that gives you 7 plus 2 is 9, okay? On the next one, we're evaluating 4a plus 5b if a equals 8 and b equals 3. So here I'm telling you exactly what the variables represent, okay? So when I see the letter a, the variable a, I'm replacing it with an 8, okay? When I see the variable b, that replaces with the number 3. Now, when you have a number right next to a letter, they're smack dab together, that means to multiply. So 4a means 4 times whatever a is. 5b means 5 times whatever b is, okay? In this case, it's 3. So now we're going to go ahead and work out the multiplication before addition because of PEMDAS. Always follow PEMDAS, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and multiply 4 times 8, which gives me 32. And might as well do 5 times 3, which gives me 15, okay? And then we add them at the end. 32 plus 15 is 47, okay? And here's just a note for you. When you see a number next to a variable, that means to multiply. When you see a number with a dot and then a variable, that means to multiply. So the dot means to multiply. When you see a number right next to a parenthesis, that means to multiply, okay? And if you see two variables together like this, that also means to multiply, okay? So all of these are different forms of multiplication, okay? So then I gave you this one, evaluate or solve xy over 3. So the way you say it is pretty much x times y, because remember, two variables together is multiplication, x times y divided by 3, okay? And I told you that x is 7, so in place of x, I put a 7, and y is 9, so in place of y, I put a 9, okay? And then everything else came down. So we do the top part first. So 7 times 9 is 63. Bring the division bar and the 3, okay? And this is read as 63 divided by 3, which gives you 21, okay? It gives you 21, all right? So those are the notes. Now we're going to go ahead and try some examples out on your own, okay? And then I'll give you some more questions as well, okay? So your try it outs are right here. So I want you to try it out. I want you to evaluate if x is equal to 5, y is equal to 4, and z equals to 3. Okay, so whenever you see an x, put a 5, a y, put a 4, and a z, put a 3. Okay, so number 1, x plus 3, 2, 10 minus z, and 3, y plus 3 plus z, and 4, xy minus 2. So go ahead and press pause, try this on your own, and I'll see you right back. All right, let's see how you did, okay? So anytime you saw the variable x, you should have replaced it with a 5. So we'll see how you did on that one. Anytime you saw the letter y, you should have replaced it with a 4. And then lastly, anytime you saw the variable z, that was going to be a 3, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and plug them in. Let's see what you get. Okay. So here, x should have been 5 plus 3, 8. Here is 10 minus z was 3. You should have got 7. And here, y was 4. That's 3 plus z was 3. And now addition comes first. So 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Okay. And here x was 5. And if you remember, when you have two variables together, that meant to multiply. So there's my little dot. So x is 5. Y was 4 minus 2. So multiplication comes before subtraction because of order of operations. So 5 times 4 is 20. And then 20 minus 2, 18. Okay. So double check yours, see how you did, see if you got them right or wrong. Okay. All right, we'll do a couple more examples together. Okay. So let me move. Do y'all really need to see my face? Let's see if I can make this. Oh, well. Okay, I'll put it over here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do these with you, okay, just to reiterate what we did, okay? So here I'm telling you A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, and D is 12. So anytime I see that variable, whatever variable I'm going to give, I need to go ahead and substitute in the number I'm telling you it's equal to, okay? So in this one, number 1, 6 plus D divided by C. Okay, so I'm going to replace my variables. So 6 is a number, I'm fine. The variable D is 12. So this is 12 divided by C is 4. Now, following order of operations, what should you do first? You should divide first, okay? Multiplication or division before addition. So the 6 plus stays the same. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then 6 plus 3 is 9. So always follow order of operations. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, whichever comes first, and then addition or subtraction, again, whichever one comes first from left to right. Okay? Let's try another one. Number 2. Here I gave you 20 minus 2b. What does that mean again? It means to multiply, okay? Divided by a. So I'm going to replace the variables with the numbers they're supposed to represent, okay? So 20 is a number, so I'm fine there. Minus 2 times, what is b? Let's take a look. B tells me it's supposed to be a 3. So 2 times 3 divided by, let's take a look at what a should be. A should be replaced by the number 2. So we should have 20 minus 2 times 3 divided by 2. Okay? So let's work this one out. I know this is subtraction right here, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Now over here, I have another operation on top. I have to get rid of the operation on top first before I can divide, okay? So let's go ahead and do the operation on top. That is 2 times 3, which gives you 6, and that's going to be divided by 2, okay? Now we have to divide before we subtract. So 20 minus 6 divided by 2 is 3. And what is 20 minus 3? 17. Okay? So whenever you have something like this, make sure you do the top part first, okay? So make sure the top part is done first, okay? And you don't have to write these down, you're just watching, okay? That's perfectly fine. So now we have 15 minus AB. Remember what operation this is? It's a multiplication. So 15 minus A is equal to 2. So I'm going to replace A with the number 2 times. Now notice I'm not using the X anymore because an X is also a variable, so I don't want to get confused, okay? And then the variable B, I need to replace that with the number 3. Following the rules of order of operations, do I subtract or multiply? We're going to multiply. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then lastly, we just go ahead and subtract 15 minus 6. I wish I could hear y'all, but it is 9. Okay? All right. Okay, let's do the next. I'm going to go right here so I can still see the numbers I need to plug in. Next one, 5, 7AB. So I have a number next to a variable. That means to multiply. And then I have a variable next to a variable, which also means to multiply. So all this is multiplication, okay? So the number stays the same. So 7 times A is represented by a 2, and B is represented by a 3, okay? And now we just multiply from left to right. So 7 times 2 is 14, and then 14 times 3, let's see, 42, okay? 42, good. And the last one, I have D plus AC. So this is addition. Variable next to variable means multiplication again, okay? So now let's go ahead and substitute our numbers in. So variable D is 12. So this is 12 plus A was 2 times C, and C was 4. Okay, so double check, that's where I got the numbers from, and now I'm gonna go ahead and follow order of operations. Order of operations says multiply. Multiplication comes before addition in the order of operations. So 12 plus stays the same. 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 plus 12 is 20. Okay? All right, hopefully that helps. Go ahead and start on your form, your assignment for today. It's just going to be a lot of this, variables and expressions. Just plug in the numbers correctly and then solve the problem, okay? All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great day, and we will see y'all tomorrow.